One of the biggest streamers on the planet right now is this dude, I Show Speed. He's funny, he's entertaining, and he is young, which means he's made lots of bad decisions. I see him popping up on the timeline all over the place. If you haven't heard of him, you're probably just not in that demographic of people, and I respect you tremendously. He's always yelling, he's saying some weird misogynistic jokes. Get it? They're jokes. And, I mean, honestly, I do believe he's trying it to be in good fun, even when it sounds extremely creepy. He got swatted. Now, Nuxanor, the guy that uploads daily content for you to enjoy and consume, the guy that's there in your life when everything else dependable leaves, the guy that'll always be there and never go out to get milk without return, the guy that you should be subscribing to right now and looking forward for my content because I upload daily. I am also making a video on this man. He just got swatted, and as someone that got swatted, I have insight in how getting swatted is. My insight is it's very not pog, and I'm curious to see this because I want to experience this with you guys. Hope you're enjoying the slew of content. Ludwig just made a video. This streamer got swatted live, and he usually does a good job condensing points. So I'm curious to see the situation. See Ludwig's take, because Ludwig always tries to be based. So let's just jump right into it.
Guys, welcome back to Mogul Mail. Question for you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to not be cringe. That's actually a lie. I love being cringe. Being cringe is underrated, if anything.
Out loud right now. What is your dream job? And I'm going to make a guess.
I want to be a YouTuber.
If you're under the age of 18, I bet you said become a YouTuber. A recent study came out and it shows 75% of kids want to become a YouTuber.
I don't blame them. They get to sit on their ass, play games, get people to love them. It seems like a dream.
When they grow up.
Just don't become a pedophile. To those 75% of people that are going to try being a streamer, do not have sex with your fans for the love of God.
Forget about fireman or astronaut. It's about being a YouTuber.
Fireman, bro. This is 22. They're called firefighters, Ludwig. I mean, sheesh. That's a bit of a not based.
Are these days? And I get it. It's a cushy gig. You can make a lot of money, you play video games for a living, and you make your own hours. Plus, all you have to do is say subscribe down below, and then people actually do it. It's a good job. But it also...
Subscribe down below, guys. I'm telling you, you should totally do it. I'm telling you, worth every second. You'll get your daily fix.
It also has its negatives. Open secrets that I don't think are talked about enough. And I know that a lot of YouTubers deal with one thing in particular, swatting.
Yeah, I've been swatted. It's horrible.
Now, if you don't know, if you're not from America, swatting is when someone calls the police as a prank and says there's an active shooter. The police show up.
Active shooter, bomb threat, drug bust, all that fun stuff.
America style, fully loaded, big-ass guns, vests, helicopters, lights to neutralize.
When I got swatted, there were no helicopters. Unfortunately, I thought that would be really pog.
The threat, but the threat is actually some YouTuber or streamer hand-on dick playing Valorant hard-stuck bronze.
Valorant? I'm sorry to hear that. Any streamer that's playing Valorant for a living and that has to sit through Valorant, I just feel for you, bro. That is what clinical depression looks like.
But they still treat it like a really serious thing. And it's happened a lot in the past and had a bit of a resurgence the past few days, starting with Aiden Ross, who was live on his stream gambling.
You moron.
Bro, he deserved to get... I mean...
Right, bro. God, no.
And you can see police show up, guns in hands, looking through the entire premise.
Oh my...
You man, they couldn't bust him for being an active shooter, but they could bust him for illegally gambling in the United States. He's just using a VPN. He's making believe he's in Croatia or whatever. That's pretty illegal.
God, what the fuck?
Now, this is something that you can see many compilations of different YouTubers or streamers getting swatted. It also happened to YouTube's biggest streamer, I Show Speed. Now, this one's weird. Let me give you the full context. He was live. He lit his PS4 on fire.
Dude, why does he keep lighting stuff in his room on fire? Like, dude, I don't understand. Look, to be honest, he's getting so much success. This is why the YouTube mindset is so terribly toxic sometimes. He gets success by doing stupid things. So he can't just do the same stupid things. He has to do a stupider thing to top his latest stupid thing. And it's that weird downward spiral that makes Logan Paul go into the suicide forest and start laughing at corpses. It's the same exact thing.
And then...
Officer!
Yes,
on a call with a fake police officer...
Officer!
What's happening?
Officer!
Is everything okay?
Officer, I need help! Get him out!
Where you at?
Said this. No police officers going, okay, where you at? It's obviously some made-up thing. But then the police actually showed up. Someone actually swatted him.
Damn.
And for a guy who plays a character that's always over the top, this is one of the first times I've ever seen Speed actually shaken. Kind of nervous. I mean, watch it.
Oh, they swatted you, bro. They swatted you. Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I got it. You good, bro.
Bro, I didn't go, bro. Oh my God, bro.
And I get it. It's terrifying,
terrifying
to get swatted. Now,
It's
thankfully,
terrifying.
Aiden tweeted out both him and Speed are doing all right, probably a bit scared. But it can be a really bad situation. I actually got swatted before. I've never talked about this. I was in a swatting situation. Police showed up, guns in hands, and it's scary because they're telling you all the police things. Hands behind your back, hands behind on your head.
I love when he says hands behind your back and he puts it on his head, and then he says hands behind your head and then he puts it on his back. That's how you know this man was scared shitless, yeah? This man can't accomplish 4-year-old tasks.
Take one step back with your right, one step back with your left. And you're the entire time thinking, if I get one of these directions wrong,
They'll shoot
I
you in
die.
the face.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what you see on the
it's really
news,
scary.
right? So it's scary. I do the whole thing. I finally get into a police car and I try to explain, oh, hey, I do YouTubes, I do streams. I know this has happened to other people. You know what the fucking police officer said? One of the police officers had the gall, the audacity to say to me after I explained it all, well, then you need to get a different job. You're wasting our time.
Dude, all right. When I got swatted, the police officers felt terrible afterwards. Like, they were apologizing and stuff. They felt so bad that it was a fake swatting. This man found the biggest assholes on the force. Natural pog face. He found the biggest assholes on the force.
I got fired from all of my other jobs. That's why I'm here right now. But some just don't get it. It's actually been pretty good in LA. The police department knows, the LAPD.
Yeah, I had to get in contact with my local law enforcement. I had to let them know exactly what's going on. I'm like, hey, I'm this guy. I make videos. I'm a bit cringe. People tell you that I'm an armed threat. Please don't take them too seriously. Especially because I got into drama with all this doxing and swatting, and people have been trying to swat me for a long time to no avail.
Of streamers that they,
Thankfully.
but it can be hit or miss depending on where you live. And it's at best something that will scare you and traumatize you, and at worst,
It could kill you.
something that can kill you.
People have
Now,
died.
You've probably heard about this case before, but a few years ago, there was these two guys playing Call of Duty. They got into a fight. They went into a private call, and one of the guys like, all right, pull up, fight me, and gave his address. But it wasn't actually his address. It was his old address he used to live. I guess he panicked, and that's the first thing he could think of. The other guy in the call was clearly trying to goad out the address so he could swat him. And that's immediately what he did. And reading what he told the police is insane. He told the dispatcher that the guy killed his father, was holding his mother and brother at gunpoint, doused his house in gasoline,
Holy
and was
crap.
considering committing suicide. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The police show up, obviously high stress situation, fully armed, but it was someone totally random who knew nothing about this who opened the door. And the police, I guess because the high stress, shot the man and killed him. Now,
Yeah.
the only thing that came out of it that is even slightly good is that the guy who did the SWAT call is going to jail for 20 years. I say
Good.
put him in there longer,
Good.
but at least an example
Good
is made from him
riddance.
in what I believe to be the only case where someone has died from swatting. There's actually a really good Netflix documentary about this. But this is something that any streamer or YouTuber Netflix doc.
Continue watching for Ludwig. Does he have anything good here? Nah, Ludwig is cringe. He doesn't even have, like, anything good here. No Better Call Saul, no Rick and Morty. Come on, man.
Documentary about this. But this is something that any streamer or YouTuber you can think of right now has dealt with at some point, even if they don't talk about it. It's one of the scary parts of the YouTube streaming job. It's like too big to have your life be private, but too small to be Kanye West, where you have buff men outside your house protecting you from SWATs in Skeet Davidson.
True.
Anyway, boys, I thought I'd just let you know about it and keep you updated on that. Now you know that that's a thing that exists. and can be a bit scary. Maybe that weans you off streaming and YouTube, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a messy situation. I've done a pretty good job about keeping all info about myself private, I have to say. I'm very proud of myself for accomplishing that at my size. Not a lot of people can. And I still got swatted. So it's a scary, scary situation. But anyway, that's the situation with I Show Speed and stuff and all that hooey. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. New video tomorrow. Low effort content on this channel, but I won't abandon you like every other father figure in your life. That's right, gamers. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.